Good morning. 2 days left. 2 days left. And I just texted Gary earlier and I was like, take off Thursday and we'll leave Wednesday. He can't, but I'm trying to make it shorter and make it one day. So we're going to have tacos down there. So I packed up some taco seasoning to take. I also packed up like 3 nights worth of rice. I don't know if we'll have it, but at least we have rice to take with us. Trying to pack up like little things like that, a potato peeler because I want to take some potatoes so we can make mashed potatoes. Getting down to the wire. So excited. I threw everything that we had, towels, clothes, everything in the washer today. People ask, do I throw everything in there? Clothes and don't sort clothes. Yes. Everything goes in the washer and we have no issues with our clothes whatsoever. I do not sort by color because I did, like a long time ago, I would try and the darks fill up so fast. We don't have very many white clothes. So like they would sit and sit and sit and sit for weeks. And I'm like, I can't do this. It all goes in there and it all comes out clean. Our whites aren't like dingy or dull or whatever. I think modern technology has probably caught up and like the detergents and stuff. I don't know. I don't have an issue with it. We don't separate clothes. No, it all goes in there. So usually now lately I've been doing clothes and then separately a load of towels, but today I didn't really have enough. I just wanted to get it all in there, get everything done so we can pack clothes. And then tomorrow I plan on washing sheets. That way when we get home, there are clean sheets for everybody to sleep on. I don't know why that's important to me, but it is. So we just had to run to town. I had to get pig feed. That way there's enough pig feed here while we're gone for the people taking care of the pigs and things. And then we ran to my friend's. She was clearing out her basement and getting rid of some toys. So we got some baby toys and we got some tools. So now we're home and we've got school to do. I've got a bunch of pizza to make, pizza dough, just the dough, a bunch of pizza dough to make. I'm going to triple the recipe. Well, I'm not going to triple it. I'm going to make it 3 times. Not triple it and make it all at once because I don't think the mixer will handle that. But we usually make 2 pizzas for ourselves here, and most of the time we have quite a bit left over, especially now that I make a separate gluten-free, dairy-free pizza for Layla and Wilder. So what I'm going to do is we'll have a pizza night at one of the places we're staying at. We'll have a pizza night at another place we're staying at. So that's 2 pizza nights. What I'm thinking is I'm going to triple the recipe because it makes 2. So we'll have 2, 4, 6 doughs, and we'll make 3 at each house. That should be enough for everybody. Considering how much pizza we have left over on pizza night, that should be enough for Gary's dad and my parents also. So that should be really, really good for everybody to have down there. But I want to take it with us because I don't want to have to buy frozen pizza or anything like that. I want to be able to make it from scratch and, trying to eat healthy while on vacation. But I know at some point we're not going to eat healthy because it is vacation. But the most I can do to take with us, I will. So, and also it just helps save on money for groceries. So, we're going to do that. I need to switch laundry. We've got school to do. I think while the kids play with their new toys, they're not going to want to sit down and do school. So I think I'm going to switch the laundry and then start working on the pizza dough. No, I'm not. I got to wait a little bit longer because I fed the sourdough. Everly and I fed the sourdough this morning and it's not quite like active and bubbly. So I need to wait probably till this afternoon to do that. So I am just going to go ahead and switch clothes and then maybe I can work with one kid at a time on doing school. So my pile over here is growing. I feel like I'm taking everything in the world, but we're going to be gone for so long. So all of this isn't going to come back. But we're also feeding 6, 7, 8, 9 people for 2.5 weeks. So we're going to go through a lot of food. So a lot of it is food, but then again, like we need toilet paper, paper towels. I want 1 thing of paper towels for the car. Just like random things. I don't know. There's medicine, there's games, there's bags, there's leftover containers. I figured these foil packs, I bought these for something. I can't remember what I bought them for, but I figured we could take those. It might be easy for cleanup and things. There's all kinds of things. Overpacker, probably so, but we have to bring so much like safe food and things for Layla too. But also on top of it, we're trying to not spend money. We have paid off our vacation, so we're trying to spend the least amount of money down there as possible. So the more that we bring, the less we have to spend on that, so we can spend on other fun things. So trying to save where we can to not go into debt while also enjoying vacation. You know what I mean? So yes, lots of things going down. Not as much coming back. So it's 10:30. It's not lunchtime, but I didn't eat breakfast. So I heated up some leftover spaghetti from last night. I'm not trying to cook much. I'm just trying to work through leftovers because I feel like it doesn't make sense to keep cooking stuff when we have plenty that we need to eat through before we leave. So I'm gonna eat this while we work on some school with Everly. Ashlyn wanted me to heat her up some chili that I had canned downstairs. So she's got this on for her lunch. She didn't want, well, breakfast/lunch. She hasn't wanted to eat until now. And Everly had steak and eggs this morning with the yogurt, but now she's having some cereal.
I'm going to sit.
Here. Let's look at Here.
Pull it to the one.
Yeah, it's hard around the corner.
I just got the 3 little kids' suitcases packed, so they are done and ready, which is exciting. One step closer. Oh, and I ordered Everly an entire extra boot, so she can have one to keep clean, one to wear in the sand and water, because her toe is so broken, the whole thing. She still can't walk on her foot. So there's no way she can walk through sand or be in the ocean without some kind of stability, because still, even at home, she cannot take off her boot and walk properly. So even just walking properly, like on a hard floor, she can't do. There's absolutely no way she'll be able to do it in sand or water. So I got her, I mean, it is not waterproof or anything. I was going to get a waterproof thing to go over the one that she has now, but I don't trust it enough for it to come back in good shape and her still have to use it. So I don't want water and sand to get all inside of there and have a hard time getting it out. So I want to be able to just switch it, let her get it dirty, leave it outside, like not even have to worry about cleaning it out. So she'll leave it at the door, like we'll put it on when we're leaving, we'll take it off when we come in, kind of thing. So it'll work. It'll be better than messing up the one that she has now. Now we're gonna go on to making pizza dough 3 different times. So I'm gonna do it the first time and then I'm gonna do 2 more, but I'm not gonna make you sit through me making the same thing 3 different times. And then I'm gonna let them rise and then we're gonna pack them up and put them in the freezer and they'll go in the cooler to go down with us. We're gonna do 1.5 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 teaspoons of salt, some onion powder. This is onion powder, garlic powder, and oregano are not in the recipe, but I always add them. Well, I don't always add onion powder, but I always add garlic powder and I always add like oregano or Italian seasoning or something just for some extra flavor. And it always turns out really good. I'm making pizza dough to take with us to Florida.
Oh, yeah.
4 cups of flour and 1/2 cup of sourdough. And then we knead for 7 minutes. All right, we've got 3 pizza doughs here, 3 pizza doughs here. I put the first one in here. The second one I put on top for a minute until the third one was done. And then the second one I split in half So this will make 3 and this will make 3. Now I'm just gonna let them rise. And then after they rise, we're gonna pack them up into some bags and freeze them. So we also have some bananas that were sitting here turning black. I don't have time to do anything with them before we go. So I'm just putting them in the freezer. That way they don't sit here and turn into a soggy, nasty mess by the time we get back. So one other thing I'm doing is prepping up pot roast stuff. So we're gonna take the crock pot. So I just cut up a ton of potatoes, carrots and onions. I only had 1 white onion left, and then I did a red onion because that's just all I have. So I'm gonna put the seasonings in here so I don't have to worry about taking them. I'll just dump it in the crock pot. So we're gonna put parsley. It's all gonna go in the same crock pot. Hopefully it'll fit. I'm kind of tempted to ask my mom to bring hers and I can run 2 of them. I'm gonna add some freeze-dried garlic. Yeah, no, they're leaving Friday.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Some Worcestershire sauce. Okay, I'll just use the rest of that. I'm gonna use white wine vinegar because I don't have a red wine vinegar or anything. This is what I have. You use what you got. That's why I'm using a mixture of onions, salt and pepper. These are just gonna go downstairs in the freezer. And I'll take these and I'm gonna take 2 roasts since there's gonna be quite a bit of people. Some thyme. Can you even see? The sun's all weird and it's making my camera look funny. Garlic powder. Rosemary. Do I even have, there's like no rosemary even in there. Okay. And then onion powder. I'm just emptying all my little bottles today. All 3 emptied. And that's it. So I'm just gonna put these downstairs in the freezer. And that'll be a really nice dump and go dinner to come home from the beach to. Pot roast. Now I'm just sitting outside watching the kids play. They're over there on the zip line and things. Okay, so we also had a pack of 3 green peppers that needed to be used up. So I just chopped them all up. I'm gonna put them in this bag. And the meatballs that I made yesterday, we're gonna have sweet and sour meatballs down there. So I'm gonna put these pineapple tidbits in this bag with it, freeze it all, dump it all in the crock pot when we get there with the sweet and sour sauce. So that'll be really easy. I think I'm actually gonna get the, should I put the sweet and sour sauce in here? That way I don't have to carry the bottles too? That'd probably be a good idea, huh? So these are the 2 sweet and sour sauces. I'm just gonna dump them in this bag, throw it in the freezer. Everything will go down in the cooler. So now I'm starting to make some dinner. We were just outside watching the kids play and talking, and then I called my parents. So my parents are gonna come with us the whole time we're gone, which is so exciting. And we live in Virginia. My parents live in North Carolina. And they live on the route that we're going. So we're gonna travel through Florida, but the route that we're going first, my parents live on the route for. So we thought about leaving and driving. We're leaving in the evening on Thursday. Our check-in isn't till Friday. And so we were thinking about leaving, driving through the night so the kids can sleep. Having me drive the first half because I can't ever fall asleep while Gary naps. And then when I'm tired, wake him up, switch so I can sleep and he can drive the rest of the way. That way the kids can pretty much sleep the whole time. But we just realized, we hadn't even thought about it until now, but we're like, if we do that, we're gonna get there at like 6 in the morning what are we gonna do at 6 in the morning? Our checkout isn't until 4, or check-in, sorry, isn't until 4. Nothing's gonna be open at 6 o'clock in the morning. So do we wanna do that? Or do we wanna still do that but leave later than we were thinking? That way we get there later. Or do we wanna drive to my parents' house in North Carolina, which is 5 hours, and then from their house to where we're going is 10 hours. Do we want to do that? So we don't know what we're going to do yet. But from our house to the first Airbnb, without stops, just from here to there, it says it's 13 hours and 44 minutes. So that's why we were thinking about driving through the night so the kids could sleep, because that's a very long time to be trapped in the car as a child, even as an adult, me. But if we leave and break it up into 5 hours to go to my parents, and then it's 10 hours, we could do like a 5 hour, take a good break, another 5 hour, we'll be there. So it'd be like split into 3 sections, 5 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours. I mean, we'd still have to stop randomly, but I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I don't think we're gonna know until it's like time to go kind of thing. We've talked about it, we can't decide, but we'll figure it out. And either way, we're gonna get to Florida. So I've got 2 pounds of ground beef right here that I'm cooking up so we can have some tacos. So I have no taco shells, but we do have tortillas and we have tostadas. So there are options. And then we also have tortillas. So I have red onion, we have some guacamole, we have avocado, cheese, and sour cream, and some lettuce. So I'm gonna get all this chopped up and ready to go. And that's all I'm making tonight. All right, everything's done and ready to go. And our taco meat's done. So Gary's feeding animals, and when he gets back, we're gonna start making up some plates. All right, here's dinner. I made mine into a taco salad, but we also have tortillas. He's making one. We have the tostadas, but no one used those. I did open them thinking that someone might, but they didn't. Well, somebody grabbed half of one. I'm not sure who.
Ashlyn or Evelyn, one of them.
Yeah, one of the girls.
They only did really.
But everyone else has just been kind of crunching up their chips. I just got the pizza dough packaged up and took that downstairs to the freezer where I'm collecting everything to go. I have it all in one spot, so all I have to do is get it into the cooler. So we just talked to Gary's dad, and he's gonna come over and we're gonna load up before Gary gets home on Thursday so we can roll. So he was like, I'm not going to work that day. I'm just gonna take it easy, do things around here. Come over, and him and I are gonna get everything packed up and ready so that when Gary gets here, we can leave. 2 more nights.
Yes.
2 more nights. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow, where it'll be 1 night less, or 1 night to go. Thank you.
Bye.
Ashlyn says bye.